Wonderful. Good morning. Welcome to the January 14th, 2021 meeting of the ESU's Board of Directors. Chairman Sago, may I call the roll?
Present.
Certainly. Secretary Rosado? See your present.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful. That's all right. No problem. Mr. Sokol?
Present.
Mr. Corcoran?
Present.
Mr. Marquis?
Present.
And last but never least, Mr. Kaczynski.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum of the board. We can
So the second item on the agenda is the approval of the draft minutes from the December 10th, 2020 board meeting, prepared by the acting secretary of the board. Any questions? Charlie, you have something?
Nope.
Roger?
No. I can make a motion to move to accept.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it, and the minutes are approved. The third item on the agenda is the report of the chair. And I've not joined you all in quite a few meetings. It's my pleasure to be back on board here as chair for the day. Thank you to Jeff for doing all the work he does in carrying forward these board meetings. The most important matter that I have in front of me right now is the introduction of Mr. Joseph Rubito, who many of you know, and who will be taking the presidency of ESC. Mr. Rubito brings nearly 25 years, and I'm going to read his bio, and then I'll say a few things. Mr. Rubito brings nearly 25 years of public service leadership at the federal, state, and local levels, serving most recently as Executive Deputy Secretary to the Governor. His management experience in the state government also includes serving as interim CIO at our ITS agency, Deputy Secretary for Intergovernmental Affairs, Deputy Director of State Operations overseeing transportation, public safety, good government, general government, gaming, and financial services. He has held the position as Exec Dep at OGS for over 6 years, serving as the COO also, where he oversaw staff of 2,000, managed a $1.4 billion general fund budget and a $700 million capital plan, as well as the state's chief real estate officer. He's led changes designed to increase effectiveness and to help restore the public trust in state government. His hallmark has been to stabilize leadership and then implement efficiency and reorganization plans that streamline operations, resulting in more efficient, cost-effective services for all New Yorkers. Prior to OGS, Joe was at New York Homes and Community Renewal, where he administered a $300 million federal and state development resources. His efforts led to national and state awards, including the President's Award for Innovation from the National Council of State Community Development Agencies and the Advanced New York Award from the New York State Economic Development Council. Rubito also served as the City of Albany's Commissioner of Development and Planning, and before joining the City of Albany, Rubito served in the federal government under then Secretary, now Governor Andrew Cuomo, at the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, where he managed critical development activity in nearly every county in upstate New York. Mr. Rubito also serves as a member of the New York State Franchise Oversight Board and the Albany Convention Center Authority. Born and raised in Brooklyn, as you will note from his wonderful accent, Joe Rubito now calls Albany home. And I will close by noting that he is also a rabid Giants fan. We're lucky to have someone of such amazing character and skill and management experience as Joe joining the board. He's a wonderful friend to many in the administration. He likes to get things done. I know that from firsthand experience, having been with him on a variety of fun endeavors, as well as during COVID, helping to protect the state and doing some incredible work, everything from testing to alternate care facilities and hospitals, all the way to the vaccination program. So, Joe, welcome, and I'll give you a chance to say a few words.
Thank you. need to find out who wrote that bio. It wasn't me, because I don't know what hallmark means. But thank you. And just, I'd like to say a heartfelt thank you to Maureen for your dedicated service during these difficult times. Your commitment is very special. It's inspiring, Maureen. Thanking the board in advance, assuming you'll find me favorable, and the governor, for the trust and confidence that you all and he placed in me. You know, what we do in public service is meaningful because of the nature of the work and the responsibilities associated with it. But for me, what's also meaningful is who we serve with. And it is extremely special for me that Secretary Rosado and Commissioner Sagos are here today, as I really am honored every day to serve the people of New York with you both. And it is very special, and I thank you kindly. And I just appreciate the opportunity to serve here. I believe the work is important. I believe the mission is important. And I'm ready to get to work. So I thank you kindly. I look forward the day when we could be together and I get to know you better, both the team and the board. So I'm very humbled and I'm very honored. So thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, board. And thank you, team.
Joe, thank you. And let me echo what Joe said about Maureen. Maureen, I've known for many years, first as counsel in the governor's office. We worked very closely together on environmental issues, and she came down to EFC as general counsel. Has done an amazing job in that role alone over the years. And then stepping into the presidency as she did more than a year ago, has been hitting it out of the park. Maureen, you are a fantastic public servant, and we owe you a debt of gratitude for the way in which you've managed this agency over the last few months. So thank you very much on behalf of the board for everything you've done. Excellent. Maureen, I'd like to then turn it over to you as item number 4 in the President's report.
I get one last chance at this, so I don't have anything to say except thank you, Joe and Basil, and it's been a great almost year and a half. Everybody at EFC's been just so awesome, and we pulled together during the difficult time of COVID, and also without a president. So I'm so excited that Joe's going to join us, and I just want to welcome Joe, welcome this new era at EFC, and just that we're very fortunate that the governor let us have him. So thank you, and welcome, Joe.
Okay. Seeing item number 5, there's no committees met this month, so no committee reports. Item number 7, no unfinished business, so move on to number 8, resolutions. Can I have Audra present number 1?
Yeah. Kate, do you want to?
And I'll just read it into the record. A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation amending the prior authorizations for financial assistance to be provided by the corporation to certain recipients in connection with the Clean Water State Revolving Fund.
Okay, we have 2 projects that we're looking for changes to the authorization or the financing. The first project is the town of Carrollton in Catawba County for their limestone wastewater treatment plant improvements. This is a simple extension to take the date out 1 year in order to complete construction before completing to long-term. Current financing you'll see is about $800,000 with $273,000 in WIA grant. They have additional work that they're currently funding with a ban, and we're going to give them time to complete that, and then we expect when we bring it back to you for long-term, we will roll those additional costs in, which have to do with adding disinfection work to the scope. We'll put those into the financing, and you'll see it all as one package. We are currently dispersed on the short-term financing now, but as I said, we'll just extend it, and then we'll be back for long-term. The second financing is the Village of Middleburg in Skechery County. This is actually just a change to the approval. So you saw this, I believe, a few months ago, before we had a chance to actually execute the financing agreement with them. They got bids back, which were substantially higher than the first package that we thought would be. So bids came in about $2.7 million higher. They did take another look at the project to try to make a few tweaks to decrease those costs a little, but the end result was we still need to increase the loan, and good news is they're qualifying for more of the WIA grants they were awarded, so that's good. Also, this time around in the package, you'll see that they have a CDBG grant of $1 million that was unknown to us at the time that we last presented the project to you, so good news. You know, a little more WIA grant, a little CDBG grant to help offset those higher costs again. We do expect that this project will go long-term with RD. They have a package waiting for them there, so we will fund it in the short term. And I just wanted to mention that the overall scope of the project has not changed at this time. So those are the two for ID number 1.
Thank you, Audra. Any questions for Audra?
I'll make a motion to,
I'll make a second.
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, resolution passes.
Thank you.
On to number 2. Thank you, Audra.
And number 2 is a resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation, making certain determinations and authorizing certain actions in connection with the Clean Water State Revolving Fund.
Jim?
Good morning, Kate. Do we take first and second?
Yeah, so moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second on this motion.
All in favor?
Wonderful.
We're in discussion now.
No, now we're in discussion.
So we have it read, we have the first and the second, and Tim will present, and if there are any questions, we'll take on.
Wonderful. Yes, welcome, board members, a few faces I haven't seen, so welcome to EFC. This morning we have 3 projects before the board. They're long-term interest-free financings. 2 of them are going to be recipients of CWSRF federal grant. Combined, they're all hardship. I think I mentioned that just under $12.3 million worth of financial assistance, and just over $300,000 in grant for a total of just over $12.6 million. I'll take you through them individually. The Buffalo Sewer Authority, Erie County, is subject to a federal consent order to address combined sewer overflows. They've constructed diversion sewer. They've also done work within their sewer to contain water during storm events, from going into the Niagara River to inline storage. They're doing storm sewer and sanitary sewer installation by separating their existing combined sewers. They install rain gardens, fire retention, pervious pavement, and downspout disconnections to prevent storm water from getting into the sewer system. Some long-term interest-free financing for $7,936,830, as well as $206,390 of CWSRF federal grant. Second project is the Village of Fort Plain in Montgomery County in the Mohawk Valley. They are under a DEC consent order for inflow and infiltration problems, too much flow going to their wastewater treatment plant. They conducted sewer lining and replacement to limit the amount of inflow getting into their sewers. For $305,055 in long-term interest-free financing, along with a $109,685 CWSRF federal grant. The last project is the Village of Dorchester in Westchester County. They are the subject of a DEC order, as well as a Westchester County order to prevent excessive flow getting to the county-owned Dorchester treatment plant. They did sewer lining and replacement, manhole repair and replacement. They $4,000,000 $47,579 long-term interest-free financing. Any questions?
Questions for Tim?
Just about the Portchester, if you enlightened me, Tim, about the reason for the lining of the pipes, and I thought it was something we should just make note. It's very interesting, particularly down in Westchester, some of these older systems.
Yeah, the county has high inflow and infiltration coming into all four of the plants along Long Island Sound. DC has an order against the county. The county's applied orders against the municipalities. In that the municipalities own their own sewer systems, and then they convey their wastewater to a county-owned plant, much like the city of Albany owns its sewers and sends it to the Albany County plant in the port of Albany.
Any other questions for Tim?
I just have a quick question. Tim, at the village of Fort Plain, I'm just looking at the dates of their engineering report, and, we've been seeing a lot of cost adjustments when we have older plans because of the cost of materials. So I know the answer, but I'm just bringing it up. When we have older plans like that, do you check on their cost estimates? Because we're just seeing more and more of it, and I'm always looking at the dates of the plan.
That's a great question. So on an annual basis, it's perfectly in, because this coming March, we do an annual update to all of our projects on our intended use plan. We'll reach out. We have to affirmatively indicate both their projects, their project cost, their construction schedule, that they are going to comply with the programmatic requirements for MWBE, Davis-Bacon, AIS. It's a fresh reset every single year. If they give us that information by April, then we put them in our draft IUP. If they don't give us that update, then we actually mark them, and they will be subject. If they don't give us the update, then by August, when we finalize the IUP, we remove them from our annual list. So we try and be proactive. We have staff reach out if for some reason there is a delay in receiving an update. But we do want every October to have a fresh list of projects with the best information that we have, so that we can deploy the SRF financial assistance appropriately, since we don't have all the money necessary to fund all the projects that are on our list.
Thank you, Tim.
You bet. Thank you. That's a great rating.
Thank you, Vita. Any other questions for Tim? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the resolution passes. Thank you, Tim. Now on to resolution number 3.
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation authorizing financial assistance payments to certain municipalities to fund eligible clean water projects from funds appropriated for the New York State Water Infrastructure Improvement Act.
Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I can second that.
Okay. Tim?
Thank you again. Before the board, 2 projects to receive New York State Water Infrastructure Improvement Act funds. To take you through them individually. The town of town of Grand Island in Erie County is the subject of a DEC consent order. They have sanitary sewer overflows, so there's just too much stormwater getting into their sanitary sewers. That is a problem in western New York. It's pretty pervasive. With many communities in that part of the state that are experiencing that. Their solution here is to construct a larger force main so they can convey more wastewater to their treatment plant. Their 3.5 million gallon treatment plant, and it's a 20-inch force main they're replacing from an original 16-inch, so it's larger diameter. And they were a recipient of the $675,769 RIA grant that was awarded in December of 2019. Second project, Middleburg, in Orange County. Project is actually right alongside the New York State Thruway, near the I-84 intersection. They have a community that is on the western side of the thruway that has a sewer that goes down a hill and then underneath the thruway, and it's undersized. And it is resulting in, when the rain event, there's too much inflow getting into the sewer, and it's actually resulting in SSOs that are discharging right alongside the New York State Thruway. So they're going to be building a new sewer underneath the thruway. We got permission from the thruway, so I know that rails and highways don't like things going under them. And that will be larger in diameter, and then they will have a solution to convey that additional water and prevent the SSO. They are subject of a DEC consent order. It is a $300,000 Water Infrastructure Improvement Act grant that was awarded in 2018.
Any questions for Tim?
Not a question, but I like the part about it flowing downhill.
We do like gravity.
Anything else for Tim on this resolution? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution passes. On to resolution number 5. Kate.
Resolution number 4, a resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation making certain determinations and authorizing certain actions in connection with the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, second.
I'll second.
Okay. Dave.
Hey, hello everyone. We have one project seeking long-term interest-free financing. This is a town of Pine in St. Lawrence County seeking interest-free financing of $4,810,117. This project includes a new membrane filtration plant to replace their existing outdated diatomaceous earth plant that was not providing adequate treatment. It also includes a new storage tank to replace an existing tank, and distribution upgrades, including replacement of asbestos cement pipe and new water meters. And the project will result in providing reliable source of water for not only the town of Pine Star Lake Water District, but it will also enable 2 water districts in the town of Clifton, including the Woodhaven District and the Newton Falls District, to interconnect with the Star Lake District in the town of Pine as their water source. Any questions?
Okay, no questions for Dave. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the resolution passes. On to number 5. Kate.
Resolution number 5, a resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation authorizing financial assistance payments to certain municipalities to fund eligible drinking water projects from funds appropriated for the New York State Water Infrastructure Improvement Act.
Motion?
I can make a motion to move.
I'll second.
Thank you. Dave again.
Okay, so we have one project here. This is for the Franklin Square Water District in Nassau County. This would be for a $4,122,600 EC WIA grant 2019. And the project is for upgrades at the Theodora Street plant, which includes wells 4 and 5. And the work will include a new pack tower aeration system to remove volatile organic compounds, a new AOP system to remove 1,4-dioxane, and replacement of the existing granular activated carbon media, which will be used to remove PFOS. The overall work includes a new treatment building, upgrades to the well pumps, electrical upgrades, site piping upgrades, and a new backup generator. Any questions on that?
Dave,
Yes.
what's in place now? Is the replacement opting for the chlorinated solvent treatment?
They're replacing there's GAC exists there now. They're replacing the media, and the pack tower aeration and the ALT system are new.
How old was the older system? Did it reach its 30-year estimated functioning?
It's really just a replacement of media, so the system, this is again just for the carbon system, is still in place. And the media and carbon needs to be replaced periodically, so this project includes that.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Dave? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
The resolution passes. Thank you, Dave. On to the final resolution, number 6.
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation appointing a president and chief executive officer of the corporation.
Thank you. Okay. So you all had a chance to see and meet Joe, or you know Joe. But I'll open this up to any questions that you might have for any of us or for Joe himself.
Maybe I'll just jump. No?
Can I chime in? Chairman, thank you.
Yes.
I just want to state for the record that I never thought Mr. Robito had an accent. As someone who's born and raised in the Bronx, I want that to be on the record. And I want to also welcome Joe as one of the finest public servants I've worked with in government, who can, who is a straight shooter, but who is truly a leader, especially in times of crisis, as we've had, over the last year. It's been an honor to be on the team with both Robito and Chairman Sagos also. But I just want to chime in to welcome you, Joe, and to say to all of my colleagues on this board, it's great to see you. I haven't been here not for lack of wanting, but because I have quite a few of these boards, as well as having an active role in the Vaccine Equity Distribution Task Force, a 12 task. And also along those lines, I want to say, for the record, that I look forward to working with you, Joe. And also, I know where your heart is. I trust that you will address the issues of diversity and inclusion as you have in every job that you've had for the state, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. You can count on that.
Any other comments or questions?
I would just say welcome, and welcome, and thank you, Maureen, and the whole staff for really just doing a wonderful job. And we know how tough it is, and we know there's a lot of work, even more ahead of us. Good, positive work because of the federal government putting a priority on water, and we know we're going to be very busy, but busy in a good way. So, look forward to working with you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Joe, it's Francis. Welcome and congratulations. I know you're going to do great things to keep all the good work that the EFC has been doing, get even better. And, we're looking forward to working with you and actually getting to meet in person one of these days up there and up in Albany. So, and Maureen, yeoman's work, way more than I think you ever imagined you would be doing, and times that none of us ever imagined would ever exist. I don't think any of us could ever thank you enough for what you did, what you have done, all your work, keeping this all together, keeping projects funded and moving, continuing to bring new projects in the door, keeping the staff together and safe. Really and truly, Maureen, you are a superstar. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, and so thankful and so happy that Joe's going to be coming in with his broad range of experience and contacts and abilities. And so I think the EFC, you've taken it to a great place, and I think Joe's going to take it to the next step, and I'm looking forward to working with Joe and everyone else, and this will be a great 2021. And Secretary, thank you for all the work you're doing and keeping us all safe, and good luck with getting those vaccines out the door. Good luck, Joe.
Thank you kindly.
Well, I ditto my other independent directors' words, but I would just say, Maureen, thank you so much, and welcome our new president, Joe Robito, and look chairman on the call today and full secretary. So thank you for joining us. This is good work and very important work.
And I'll just add, as the designee for Commissioner Zucker on this board, who unfortunately was not able to make this meeting today, albeit with all the COVID pandemic work that is going on, but I'm sure I would like to express his gratitude and to thank you and welcome you to the board as well. So I extend that as well, and also like to extend my also personal thanks to Maureen as well. You know, as my time as a designee, truly, you know, you have done a fantastic job, Maureen, and thank you so much for your leadership.
Thank you, Roger.
Okay, unless there are other comments or questions, let's move to a vote on the appointment of Joe Rubino as President and CEO of the Environmental Facilities Corporation. All in favor?
And Mr. Chair, I need a first and a second for,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I have it first.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, second.
I'll second. I'll
Okay.
take honor of seconding.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Shocking.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maureen.
Thanks. Welcome, Joe.
Okay, seeing that there's no new business other than this, which we have just done, I'll just talk about our next board meeting, which is Thursday, February 11th, 2021, 11:30 a.m. That will be preceded by a meeting of the Finance Committee at 11. So unless there are other questions or comments, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Motion passes. Thank you all for your time today, and congratulations again, Joe.